All right, a little bit of a nuts and bolts one today. Last one was exciting because we had 6 weeks worth of work, and now we're back to kind of ground zero, starting to build up some more things for the game. So as you can see, we started working on the gray box levels. This is just sort of preliminary, just sketching it out, figuring out what might work before we kind of make them look pretty and make them look nice. Um, we've got a little bit of a different camera. It's not just purely following us. We actually have limits to how far it can go. That's good. And then if we kind of head on up over here. Oh, right. So another thing too is the incline. So the way it would work before is if you just run right, instead of going down, you would just sort of fly off the thing. We can't have that. We want to go down inclines. So I've implemented some code that works pretty well. That's good. And if you can see here, we can transition to a new camera. So we do have the ability to kind of swap between different cameras, and that's going to be important. We head into seeing kind of how we plan on making it work. So if we kind of come out here, the UI is going to look huge. It's just how it is in the thing. It's fine. So basically, each camera, right, has a limit box run around it. Not. I guess it's whichever one is active is the so. Oh, you can see both of them actually. So here you see the yellow box here. This is the sort of initial camera. The idea is you come in over here, run across these platforms, come along this way, jump up here. So again, this is just sort of early sketches. We might not go with this in the future. The idea is then to kind of come around, kind of have this little snake area as a we get used to some of the mechanics, learn to fight a few of the different basic enemies. Then we drop you into a boss fight in this room here. The idea anyway. And we pick up our first ability here, and then we kind of come out. Now there's going to be other pathways up and out of some of these locations. Right now, this is just what we've got going in right now. So the way we've done the swapping between the cameras was actually a big deal. I had to take a long time to figure out how I wanted to do the camera setups, and I'm not convinced that it's the perfect way of doing it, but it's a way of doing it. And so again, for a learning project like this, it's, I think, important to just simply pick something and go with it rather than agonize about what could be the best way of handling any particular thing you need to get done. So if we actually we take a look at hip here. So this is our camera handler. This is where we determine which camera we're going to take a look at. So we have an array for all of our cameras. It's going to grab all of the cameras in the level, and we're going to have the entire game as one level. Is the way we decided to do it. So all of the cameras are going to pop themselves into this array, and then we check against the player's position to see if our player has entered the limit box for a particular camera. If they have, then we go ahead and set that that camera to active. And so we go into here and we set it. So pretty simple stuff. But hopefully it goes rather well. We're going to be implementing some ways to disable enemies when they're not currently near the screen. We can actually make it so that they disable not just when they're not on screen, but when they are further outside the screen than than we would care to have them be. So that's pretty much it for this week. So I'm probably not going to upload a video next week, given that it's Thanksgiving week and I will be traveling. But I will be getting work done. So in 2 weeks, look back and hopefully we'll see some decent progress. So thank you.